Hey folks, and welcome back to Irish Ham Radio. I'm Dave, amateur radio call sign EI5IMB, and this weekend I am at the IRTS Irish Radio Hamfest, the first one ever. So I came down here and stayed for the weekend in my little camper van, had a little bit of radio as well going on set up, and stayed with a number of other folks in the field, had great crack, and here's a little bit about what went on. We'll start off by having a few words from the IRTS President, John, Echo India 4 Lima.
Thanks, Dave, and very welcome to all your viewers. As Dave has said, you're at the IRTS Hamfest, which is the first event that we've run of this nature since the foundation of the society. So we've had 2 days here at the Mullingar Showgrounds, where we've had exhibitions, demonstrations, classes, and showing all the aspects of the hobby, from HF, DXing, satellite operation. We even did a moon bounce EME last night as well at about 8 o'clock. We also have a number of stands here in relation to summits on the air, parks on the air, QRP, and some CW lessons as well. And a number of classes in soldering, health and safety, antenna erections and different things. And today we also have our car boot sale on in one of the other sheds that's here at the Mullingar Showgrounds, and we're still continuing here till 4 o'clock. So the event has been very, very successful. We've had a huge interest and great engagement from everybody involved, and really appreciate anybody who's come along, and thanks to Dave for highlighting the event as well.
Next I headed over to the National Shortwave Listeners Club, where we heard from Porrick, EI2 Lima Hotel.
Hi, so I'm Porrick, Echo India 2 Lima Hotel, and I'm Treasurer and Membership Officer at the National Shortwave Listeners Club. The National Shortwave Listeners Club has been set up for a couple of years now, and we actually have a twofold mission. Number one is to help people study for the HARIC exam, get their license, get on the air. And then once they pass their license, we help them to get on the air, all those questions that people have when they get licensed and they want to try and get on the air. So last year, earlier this year, we had 18 people get their HARIC license and are now on the air. We run a course from November to May for the May HARIC exam. We run a Zoom class for that once a week, generally every Thursday night from 8 to 10. We also throughout the year run what we call a Sunday social on a Sunday night, where we cover any radio-related topics. So whether that be antennas, propagation, radio, various radio software, digital modes, Morse code, CW, and all of that. So we're a very open and inclusive club. So we have had juniors, we've all kind of people that come and join the club. We're also open to existing licensed amateurs maybe who haven't been on the air in a while, if they want to come and join the Sunday socials and learn about various radio topics or ask questions.
After this, I popped down to the Echo India 3 Charlie Collective Communications Club, and we had a chat to John, EI3 HQB.
Hello everybody, my name is John. My own call sign is EI3 HQB, and we are here today on the EI3CC, the club. This is actually our 3rd year. This is our birthday this weekend of forming the group, and obviously, as a lot of you may have seen, our main goal is to get out around the country and promote our hobby in as many places as we can. We will have 32 events done this year, and we feel that if you have to get out, promote it, and let everybody see what you do, how you do it, get involved with youth, get involved with your scouts, youth clubs, and even as we do, as you see, with St. Patrick's Day parades, the scarecrow competitions, because then people know you exist. So, other than that, I said you've probably seen us out there, probably seen our videos, and as we say, onwards and upwards.
Also at IRTS Hamfest this year was the Galway Radio Club, and there I spoke to Paul, Echo India 5, India Papa Bravo, and he showed us some Morse code trainers.
Okay, how you doing everybody? I'm Paul O'Connor from the Galway Radio Experimenters Club, and what we're going to show you here are Morse trainers. They're Morse Reno 32. which come in a kit form, and they, I believe, come from India, kind of a cottage industry in India. They're based on a PCB that's primarily pre-made. You do need to do a little bit of soldering to put on the extra components like the sockets, the switches, the speaker board. But at the end of the day, this is all about teaching you how to do Morse code. It uses, among other things, the standard COACH or KOCH training method. That's all programmed into the kit. And you can also add additional words. You can get it to change the speed and all of this kind of stuff. So you can connect external paddles. You can connect your transceiver into it to decode. You can put a headset on so you're not annoying anybody else sitting beside you. You can put on a rechargeable battery if you want. All of that's built into it. Or you can just run it off a standard USB port or USB charger. It's very simple. It has antennas so you can connect a few together for LoRa and run a training session in a class, or you can also connect them to Wi-Fi and have a little net going with these scattered around the country if you want. But the key thing, it's all about training you on Morse code, and there are a huge amount of options here which I'm not going to go into. There's a fantastic manual actually off the website. These kits are the V2 kit. The designer and engineer is not selling these anymore, but he's designing a V3 version, which hopefully will come soon. We'll be able to get it off the internet. And they were about 75 to 80 euro delivered when we got them about 3 years ago. And in our club, we got about 5 of them, so we got all practice during COVID. Like all good things, I assembled mine last week, so I didn't do much practice during COVID. Anyway, we have this set up at the moment to teach Leonard here the letter U, which is da-da-da. It's set at 10 words a minute. This is the only letter I know because I've been showing this to people for the last 2 days. I barely can even do an SOS. So, we do training. Yeah? Okay, excellent stuff. So, the key thing here is you're listening, you'll see the code and the letter. It's capacitance, so just play it as music. When you see the U come up, just touch for 2 and then touch for 1. So we'll let it go when it goes to the next one now. Yeah. Okay. So it's all about speed and listen to it. Yeah. Congratulations. You've learned the letter U. As you get used to that, we're going to go and go to a different letter. Go to the S. Press the paddle. Wait for you now. Yep. There you go. You've just learned 2 letters now. And what we can do then is, this one is set up doing a different letter, but as you get used to it then, you can switch the mode, and then you can just go, just practice, like that. You can also increase the speed very easily. Yeah, you got that right. Got that one wrong. So there's a lot to do with this kit. It's very, very flexible, and I think it's a great thing for learning Morse code. And that's it.
Another cool stand we had this year at IRTS Hamfest was the Raynet Emergency Communications Group, and there I spoke to George, GI4SJQ.
Yeah, my name's George, GI4SJQ, and my colleagues and I are down here at the IRTS Hamfest, showing what Raynet does and also what we're trying to do. So our normal thing is emergency communications for the likes of St John Ambulance, Knights of Malta, at motorbike races, at 10Ks, half marathons. We're also now being asked more and more about data and data communications, and can we provide data. So what we've brought down is some of the things that we're tinkering and playing with and learning about. What we have over here at the moment is we're using Arden Mesh, which is a technology that's come out of the States. We've got a Wi-Fi link using commercial equipment that's been flashed with Arden, connecting down into here, and this is our sort of our main center point, our HAP AC2, and that does all the networking for us. Beside it we've got a little old PC which is running Ubuntu, but it's got free PBX on it, so that's a full telephone exchange in that wee box. You could probably run 20 or 30 phones off it. We've got a phone here at the moment linked into it. We can connect computers into it. We can, over the Arden mesh, we can transfer data. We can have phone calls. We've also further down the table, we're just getting it set up, video. And we've been down with the EI3CC guys, and we have our link at the far end with a phone down there. So we can pick up the phone and dial 203 and have a chat. It's voice over IP, but it's done over amateur frequencies. When you put the Arden firmware onto the devices, because we have amateur allocations beside the commercial Wi-Fi frequencies, we then get access to pull that equipment down into our band, in the case of 2.4, and we can also increase the power. The communication's all done with commercial grade routing protocols, and it's all unencrypted.
Some really interesting stuff there, guys. After that, I headed over to the EIDX Expedition Group, and there I spoke to Declan, EI9HQ, for him to tell us what it's all about.
Hi, call sign EI9HQ, member of the EIDX Group. We're a group of members of amateur radio operators from Ireland. We go and visit rare countries. We stay there for 10, 15 days. We activated 7 to 8 stations at a time. We put rare countries on, as I said. We look forward to helping people get their DXCC awards and stuff like that. We were introducing EI members who haven't done DX awards or expeditions, going on expeditions to and stuff like that. Formed in 2016, and we've been to 70 expeditions already. The current one, as in front of my t-shirt, is 6 Yankee 7 Echo India, which is Jamaica, where we made over 10 days, one with 104,000 QSOs in 10 days. Information is on the EIDX group webpage, Facebook pages, all our information there. Just check our website, and you can follow us on our Facebook page or webpage.
I headed off to my favourite stand then, the SOTA stand, where I spoke to Ian, Golf India 0 Alpha Zulu Bravo, and he gave me a little demonstration of a LoRa APRS tracker unit that he has.
This is the wee device here, Dave. It's a SOTA tracker. It's actually an ingenious bit of kit. I'll just turn sideways so you can get a wee view of the display. It's a Heltec version 3 LoRa board, and now they come on different frequencies, but this one here is on 433 LoRa frequency. I think it's 433.965, but you could check it out on the wee website. And what the board does is you download some firmware. The firmware is actually available from Ricardo Guzman, is the guy. He's Portuguese, call signs Charlie Alpha 2 Romeo X-ray uniform. You put the firmware onto the board. It really then has got a wee GPS module on the board, so if you're buying the board, make sure you have the GPS module on it. It'll pick up your coordinates. It's got the coordinates here for the IRTS, and it transmits the coordinates every 30 seconds, or you can set it for a minute or 2 minutes. And the transmission goes to an iGate, which I have at home actually. And the iGate, the main object of the iGate is to receive what the tracker is transmitting, and then it puts it onto the APRS database. So you could actually sit at home, watch me, my call sign, and track me wherever I'm at. It's ingenious. We really do need a lot of people to get more iGates. I think that's the big push that's on at the minute, because if you're not in range of an iGate, then it can't pick you up. So my iGate covers about 15 miles around the Sperrins, and there's various other ones. If you go over to the Lake District, it's amazing. There's iGates everywhere. The wee board itself is around about 11 or 13 euros. So you get them from Heltec. I got it from Heltec direct. I supported SOTA here because they do actually a 3D printed, it's a lovely wee case, 3D printed case. That is 25 sterling posted to you, and then there's a wee battery in it as well. So actually you can pop it apart and put another battery in or replace the battery, whatever you want to do with it. It comes apart nicely. So that's the board, that's the battery at the back, and you'll see the little connection for the antenna. So altogether, you're probably talking what 45 or 50 would get you a full kit, which is worthwhile. But hey, you could do your own thing. You could build it into a wee box and put it into your rucksack yourself. All you need is the antenna and just a way of putting the power on and off it. Fantastic wee bit of kit.
Of course, there were other activities going on here over the weekend that I didn't get a deep dive into or didn't get a chance to get talking to somebody about. For example, Keith, Echo India 5 India November, was running a satellite operating station whereby he had Yagis that were on a tracker that were actually tracking the position of the satellite, and he was working through them with his rig in a building nearby. We also had talks going on from the youngsters on the air, YOTA, and there were some practical workshops, for example, soldering workshops for people as well. So a lot going on over the course of the weekend. So anyway, that's it for me, folks. I hope this video gave you a taste of what the IRTS Hamfest is all about, and this one being the first one ever, I am hoping there will be many more in the future. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll chat to you again soon. 73s.